Hey guys, we are back with some more Rogue Tower, and today we will refine what we have done last time, and it is basically the same thing, however, with some more tweaking and refinement. Because Rome wasn't built in a day, and I can't perfect tactic without actually trying it multiple times. And thanks for the tips as per usual. I can assure you it feels like it worked last time, and now with some few minor tweaks here and there, maybe we can do it, and maybe we might have like a more consistent gameplay as compared to last time. So I will run with the same thing as per usual, and as per usual, grab your drinks, grab your snacks. Let's play Rogue Tower. So first things first, I must figure out a way from the tips of one of you guys is I must figure out a way to actually make these guys split. I make the other lanes extend just a bit without actually splitting. So I must figure out a way in order to do that. In addition, I will also not forget to neglect ballistas because they are really essential in the early game. So with that, we will just do our usual stuff and everything. So what else do I want to actually talk about today aside from this one and aside from the helpful tips that you guys have been leaving? Probably by the time you've seen this video, I've done a lot of live streams already. So as per usual, thank you for the support. The last live stream that I did before this, I believe was satisfactory, if I remember correctly. If not satisfactory, it was what do you call that? It was, yeah, I think it was satisfactory, and I am glad for the support that you guys have done, even with not during the live one, but even with the VODs, etc. And yeah, I'm just really grateful in general. Okay, so let's hear me out. I will analyze this. So this is Spitsville, all right. So it will maximize the amount of splits that it will take. So if we expand. Probably here, it would probably split here and here. And if we expand here, it would split here, here, and here. So our goal is to eliminate all the possible ways of these guys can split without expanding that much. So I think with this one, I think if we do this, we will have minimizing splits. We will minimize the split for this one in the later parts of the future. And possibly, we could also minimize the split over here on this side if we are careful. So you know what, let's just try that out if it works, if my plan actually works. So yeah, I've been somehow addicted to actually live streaming. I don't know what it is, but I think you already know from watching my previous videos or like my other videos on the channel is that I am a freaking workaholic by nature, and I can't do anything. I can't relax, or not really I can't relax. It's more like I want to do something whenever I have free time for myself. So for example, okay, so hear me out. For example, I have free time. I have nothing else to do. I could do anything that I want. I'd rather do something like productive, like for example, do chores, etc., etc. However, if I have no other errands to run, I have no other things to do, I usually, an early landmine could be like a good idea here. Or, let's just increase probably poison damage for later. I would rather, do something like, for example, do thumbnails, etc., etc. Okay, so let's say I do nothing. Like, I just play the game without anything, just play the game for the sake of it. So you get what I mean, right? Just play a game for the sake of it. So let's say I do that. Well, I would most likely, and keyword most likely, enjoy it. Like during the moment, I would enjoy it. Like who wouldn't enjoy like a random gameplay? We are all gamers here. Or if you're not a gamer, let's say you read a book or something like that, you will enjoy doing that, right, in your off time. However, one thing that I really don't like, and I'm not sure if you guys are actually like this as well, is that afterwards, I kind of somehow feel a little bit guilty in a sense, like just a little bit. Like I have some sort of that feeling where I could have done something else. Like I know people keep telling me that break times and like these times to wind down is not actually like a waste of time. It's more like investing for your own well-being and everything. And I know that. It's just I don't know. I just feel like I could do something of some sort. So I how do I say this? I made a compromise to my own self to actually what do you call this? To actually be able to not really gaslight myself, more like it allows me to play games without actually feeling guilty, because I could see like an output. I could see like something tangible in a sense. Not like I know digital stuff is not physically tangible, but you get what I mean, right? Excuse me. But yeah, that's what I mean by it. And hopefully you guys somehow understand my sentiment, I guess. And yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, that's one of the reasons why this channel started in the first place, is that I became guilty when I was, oh my god, I was still in college back then. Oh my gosh, how long was that, man? But yeah, it was like a long time ago, and I was, I was trying to figure out what to do with my spare time, and yeah, they decided to just do some random videos, haha, and all these things. And here we are, playing games as well, especially Rogue Tower. And yeah, thank you for all the support as per usual. But yeah, you got what I mean. So if you like, obviously I try my best to schedule everything so that you guys have, what they call this, you guys notice the streams and everything. But there might be times where I, how do I say this? There might be times where I just feel like streaming immediately when I have nothing to do. So I apologize if I do something like that. But if you might as well catch me during those times, feel free to come in and join, and feel free to watch the VODs and everything. I'm always there, and the VODs are always there. I make sure to actually have the VODs be available to you guys, so that people who didn't catch my stream would be able to catch it, which I really appreciate. Also, there was a tip wherein, or like not a tip, more like a question, wherein why don't I actually place my encampments like really late, just because I want them to actually like place mines immediately. Like, yeah, I could place them right here, but it is not a priority. If I have extra spare money and everything, I might consider that as well. So I think we'll try to expand here. Like, let's try to expand the early waves. I think this area is already like fine. And given we have mines and everything, I think we could afford to actually like place them early as well. Let's just make sure everything is doing their own job. Like, for example, they are targeting the right things. And I think this time I would try to actually minimize the range upgrade. For now, I will focus on actually having them deal damage, or probably, you know what, let's have some of these guys target most health, most armor, most shield. So yeah, right now we are, I think this lane is already fine for everything, so let's just make sure we expand the other areas, I guess. Honestly, lookout towers having increased range and longbows could help us quite a bit here. And then let's try to expand here, and expand probably here. Just make sure like every part of the enemies would be able to perish. So next job would probably expand this way, and then expand this way. So we are trying to minimize everything when it comes to splitting. Or we could expand this way. I remember taking that note in one of my previous videos, so I make sure to apply it this time. Okay. Longbow second is really good. So yeah, if we expand here, we will prevent this guy from splitting here, like over here. We will prevent that. So that reduces the amount of possible splits that the enemy would do. And hopefully we would have enough damage and everything before we reach that point. Okay, so far so good. We are still surviving. So yeah, we need to expand these now. So we need more damage overall for our ballistas, as well as increased damage for everything. I think, yeah, lookout towers increased damage to shields would help quite a bit. So now it only expands that 2 ways, and now we could expand this without actually increasing the number of splits, which is actually a genius move. Thank you for the one who actually pointed that out, that it actually worked, because I didn't think that it actually worked last time. So now let's just keep on the momentum. We are doing well. Let's keep up the momentum, guys. And yeah, I think we could afford to actually place like mines to this place, probably like here, just to minimize that. Or more. Do we need slow? I think we need slow. So yeah, I think this. Yeah, look at that. Now this we are able to expand upon. We could have an encampment here if we want to, or maybe just here in general. Like, I know it would have like slower attack speed, but at least they would be able to perish. Also, oh my gosh, are these the ones that teleport? I don't think these are the ones that teleport, so I think we might have a chance. So honestly, next step, expand this way. Next step. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I do apologize for that. That was a quick cut here, but there was somebody knocking on my door and I had to answer. But yeah, where were we? I think we were, oh yeah, we tried to expand here. And in order to make sure everything is fine. So, with that in mind, expand here. Let's have this one. And then let's have this. Okay. And I think if we just what do I say? I think if we just keep that thing rolling and let's observe where we are at weakest. I think okay. I think I need to upgrade this guy even more. At least against shields. Because most of the dudes that are going through have shields. So I think I just need to make sure every shield dude is doing well. Anti-shield mechanisms are doing well, I guess. And then, let's keep on the pressure. Let's have these guys over here. Never mind, it is the teleporting people. Okay, we must be careful. I think crit would be nice. Like, additional crit would be nice. And then, I think we need to expand here. You know, that limits the enemies. And I think I'm gonna upgrade some of these guys to shields. Hopefully we would have enough. I am not that confident seeing the amount of enemies going through. Yep. Okay, let's run it back. Let's run it back one more time. And let's focus on actually... How about... You know what? I will try something. I will try something here. Honestly, I keep not using mana bolts because I'm scared for the mana sustain. However, if we don't actually have that much ballistas, maybe we could actually make it work. Maybe, just maybe. Maybe we could make it work. Keyword, that's a big maybe, guys. That's a big maybe. So, Lookout Tower, as per usual, Lookout Tower is essential to our cause here. Especially in the early game. That would allow us to survive. And then, mana siphons. Let's try to guarantee that. And then, let's expand this way. Let's try to guarantee the mana siphon. You might be wondering, like, why are you trying to guarantee the mana siphon? Well, I want to be able to utilize the power of the mana. And hopefully that would allow us to survive, like, mid-game? Like, early to mid-game? Hopefully, I guess. Because that would, you know, increase our likelihood of... That would increase our likelihood of actually dealing enough damage to, like, one-shot most of these things. So, let's just keep on gathering. Okay. We're doing well. We're doing well. And then, yeah, let's just keep on upgrading. Ignore everything. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Most shield. Sure, let's grab this. Grab that. And let's grab these and these. Let's just grab these things over here. Remove anything that is unnecessary. Okay, longbow. Not mana bolts, but it could help. It could help. And let's keep on expanding this way. So yeah, I might be wondering, like, yeah, we don't have enough armor damage just yet. But if we can afford it, maybe it could make it work. If we can get mana bolts early, maybe that would help us quite a bit. And let's try burn, since we are we are having problems with armor. Might as well burn them, right? Never mind, we actually died immediately. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. The plan did not work as I expected it to be. So let's run it back. Let's run it back. Or maybe I could get like all the upgrades so that we could have... I'm not sure if having a lot of... what do you call this? Having a lot of these things is actually helpful. Like having a lot of villages early game. I'm not sure if it is that helpful to actually to us in general. Yeah. Pam, 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 pam. Honestly, nothing here screams to me, so might as well grab that. Heavy shafts. Let's try to just make sure everything is doing well in the early game, I guess. And then, sure, let's get mana siphon immediately. No questions asked. Just get mana siphon immediately. Then, this one, the upgrades are not really that good for us. Pam 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 pam. Flaming bolts, perfect. An early game anti-armor tactic. An early game anti-armor tactic, and that should work. Okay, let's grab this. So at least we don't have that much chance with armor anymore. Now we're having problems with HP. But at least we are like dealing burn damage, etc. And we are doing well in general. Let's make sure we increase our burn damage. Try to expand this way to be able to prevent some of these guys from... And look at that. Our armor damage is absolutely is actually doing really well here. So might as well capitalize on that, I guess. And honestly, at the moment, I'm just whittling them down before they reach the main base. I think that somehow works to our advantage. And then let's do here. Yeah, look at that. I can't believe this actually working. And I'm not using lookout towers, which is surprisingly working even more. So yeah. Okay. Really well here. We're doing really well. So yeah, let's just make sure that is up and running. You know, making us survive the early game. Sure, jagged heads, everything, I don't know, deals additional damage. And then I think it is time to just keep on expanding the boss lane. And probably here, we could try to expand here because that would not increase the number of lanes. So in general, the net lanes would be the same. So I think that is the one that is the one tip that I could also take note of. So grab this. So the things like these could help quite a bit to our defenses. And I've been focusing too much on killing enemies once they reach here. But however, if I whittle them down enough, wherein once they reach over here, they would be like, I know, 1-shot or 2-shot. I think it could work. So that is something that I should also take note of. Okay, so the closest path is here. So I think I could afford to expand here. See, I've been focusing way too much on making sure they die once they reach this area. But I think that is like not the best mindset when it comes to playing these games, because once they reach over here and they clump up, that's a very big problem for you. Also, these... Oh my god, we actually lost to Oogie this time. Okay, but somehow that's way smoother. I just forgot that I didn't have anything to slow down Oogie. But I think I got it in the membrane over here in my in my plant cells, plant brain. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check it out. Thank you for the tips as per usual. Be sure to check out my channel. I upload news every day. Be sure to catch my live streams. And yeah, hopefully you see you guys next time. As per usual, leave down a comment. It helps the algorithm. What am I saying? And as per usual, leave down a like, subscribe, and more. I upload news every day. Leave down a comment. It helps the algorithm. And see you guys in the next one. Have a great day today, guys. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.